Alright, so today's video we're watching a Gold 1 support on PC. To say this game was a roller coaster of emotions would be an understatement. I don't think I've ever been dived this much in a game, and that is saying something. Hopefully this time you're getting dove a lot, because we just watched a video recently where they said they were getting dived a ton, and I think Winston dove them once. The enemy Genji kept ignoring my entire team and tunnel visioned on me. At the same time, after a successful push, our teammates overextended like crazy and completely forgot about the payload. Sometimes it's okay though, it depends. Nobody wanted to push, so my duo, Lifeweaver and I, had to beg our teammates to come back. Does this count as map control, or am I misunderstanding it? Where does the line go between map control and overextended? And if they refuse to come back, do I go with them or let them die? What should I prioritize? Good questions, actually. All right, here we go. It almost feels like you're about to, like, time travel with this beam. Am I wrong? That's what it, like, feels like. You're about to go time travel. Genji's definitely playing pretty aggressive. I can already see that on your Lifeweaver. It wasn't on you, but it definitely was on your Lifeweaver. Yeah, so if that Genji's already playing like that, you're right. This Genji heard somewhere that as a DPS, they have to go for the back line. And guess what? That right there, by the way, shows you where Mercy has been struggling a little bit. Because, like, not like the Mercy player, but, like, Mercy has needed some help in these previous patches. Where, like, you just can't... If the DPS passive is active, and that's at 15%. No, that's at 20%, actually. At 20%, it can be tough. Like, it's just, like, it's so hard to keep anybody alive. That was a good res, yeah. Little bit of not the best position by you there, because you kind of... I think the best way to explain what you just did right there was, like, you didn't... I don't know how to... You kind of couldn't go to one of your teammates as an escape, and you made it easier for them to get you. You might as well just reset now. Yeah, yeah, you're good. Oh, no. Uh-oh. This is going to be a huge stagger or a brilliant play. Movement's okay. I'll give you that. You're... Honestly, I'm actually impressed. You getting out of there is impressive to begin with. Good job. Just don't force the res. I know that you said that's your duo, but don't... There you go. Good job. Kill your Pharah. Nice. I'm going to pause this again, too, because I watched a Mercy play the other day, too. They really need to find a way to give a support an idea if they have the DPS passive on them, so you know who to prioritize when you want to heal somebody up. It's like a quality of life change that could help Mercy a little bit. There needs to be some way. It could just be a little, like, animation, like a little bar, even like the little arrow next to the name. But there needs to be something there, because I've seen it twice now watching Mercies, and I'm like, holy crap, that would benefit from that. I mean, good play by you there. You've had good survivability. You did a good job damage boosting. You know, I've seen a decent balance, you know. Obviously there'll be some moments that aren't as perfect, but overall, good. Yeah. Do you want to know how much healing people receive? Well, you know, if I'm on tank, not enough, right? Serious? Not enough. Raise this gold.
I expect much from you.
Yeah, I mean, the movement's been pretty good.
Come here for healing. Our work is not done. I'm not done yet.
I know you're battling a Moira, so I'll watch this battle. I'm trying to see something here. Okay, so this is a very interesting one, because there is a scenario here. The tank and the DPS all went up here and took great space, to the point where, like, this team, they got on the limb and they fell back. Y'all stayed back here, and then a Moira just sat on cart, and like, it was like a duel of, like, the century. Let's say that you killed that Moira on cart. This cart is now here beforehand, and now everything your teammates is doing is great. So I think the real thing that happened here is the Moira. It's the Moira that really disrupted this play from working the way it could have. Both of you made the correct play, having somebody on cart, having people aggressive to take space, and then the Moira disrupted the play and made the play seem a lot worse than it was.
Heroes never die. We're not done here.
And at that point, the whole team fight scuffed because all of the map control they got was ended up lost because the cart didn't get the same value and they weren't able to back up to the same spot. You see what I'm saying? Nax, thanks for the 46 months of the Twitch Prime. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Not bad. You could have damage boosted your Pharah, but I'm okay with like the approach to an extent. I think it's okay so far. That Moira is still in your spawn. The one DPS coming back and helping out would have helped deal quicker with the Moira. But that also becomes a little bit hindsight. Like even the Winston coming back was enough, and the Moira still survived. You know what I mean? Like, even the Winston is more than enough to help against the Moira. That Moira is still alive from what we saw earlier. Unless I missed the kill feed at one point. It just finally died now. From what I saw. Maybe they died before that, but I think that was the first time I did since then. Like, yep. A little bit too aggro by your Winston. Just because they're taking damage. Like they're doing a good job going up there. You can Valk if you need to. Actually, you have Res, yeah, you can Valk. 100%. What rank? Gold something, I think. Just your movement to get out. This is good. Winston is face tanking a little bit too much for my liking. Especially with... Oh, oh, this Winston is not making it easy on you. Holy crap. By the way, chat, there's been discussion about, like, why Mercy needs a little bit of help. Did you see that Winston HP? When your tank gets to, like, 60%, 70% HP as a Mercy, it even more so now with the 20%, it can be so tough to get them back to full HP. In that situation, if you're going as a tank, what can you do there to help your team? Just reset for a second. Stop running back in over and over again. Let your HP get back to at least a manageable HP. Could have easily touched the point. Good play. Hey, clutched it out. Good usage of damage orb. Feels good. Bad usage of fade. Teammate saved you. Your duo. Thank your duo. Now, I do want to point out here. And this is a slight play. Like, when you went back to heal your Life Weaver there, just remember that your Life Weaver also has the ability to use their movement and has a support passive, so don't try to, like, waste an orb on them up there. Like, you probably didn't even need to heal your Life Weaver, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying don't peel for your support. I'm saying in that situation with where the team fight's happening, more than likely your Life Weaver will be fine. A little small play I noticed there. That's just more min-maxing your orbs correctly. I mean, honestly, I'm not too worried about that play there. It's the end of the round. And that was a good play by Orisa, so. That was a good play by Orisa. Damage from the Ashe, good, good. Pickles, thanks for the 10 months of 10 with thank you. You said your wedding's in 3 hours? Have an awesome wedding, congratulations. Have a great time, enjoy it. I'll be having mine in a few months too, so I get it.
In 3 hours.
Risk reward on the res. I wouldn't, yeah, no. Like, unless you know you have that, don't go for the res. Just play back. Oh, your Junkrat's rolling now. Maybe that other tank was right. Junkrat is the play to help your team. See? Look at that. Everything's fine so far. Good damage boosting, back and forth. You're just chilling, vibing, having a good time. So far, so good. Obviously, a terrible first point, but best thing you can do for a second is what happened to the Moira right there? What the heck? This is great. I'm loving this. I don't know. Honestly, if I was playing Mercy, I'd be doing the exact same thing right now. I just think the beam looks so cool that I'd just be holding it no matter what. Wonderful blade. I mean, that's... Did that Mercy really just res them?
Sorry.
There is no way that Mercy res them and they got on the limb. What a treat. What a treat.
I didn't say you could rest. Oh, you won't. Dynamite out.
That Genji's still alive.
Let me fix you up.
That Genji is still alive. If they get in a limb on you, it's gonna be so funny just because, like, that Genji should not have been res to begin with. Okay. Don't be afraid to damage boost Bob if you see the opportunity. There's no opportunity there, so that was a good play not to.
Heroes never die.
Yeah, they're going down. Good res. Now that res is a fine res because you're in Valk, so you'll probably survive it when you do it. Nothing really happening right now.
I'm here to support. I'm here to help.
I feel the burn.
Wait a second. I just realized we have only a few minutes left in this game. Did you say you got dove a ton? Where, like, the dive has been... Honestly, most of the dive has been on your teammates, not you. I mean, obviously, it's a bad time to pause because you're getting chased by a Winston, I think. But, like, that's because there's nobody else. We're over halfway through. Yeah, the Genji one was just in the backline going for everybody. Like, they were constantly on different people. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, oh, they're targeting the Mercy. It was like they were just on different people the whole time. So, like, it was just by, like, it was like by chance more than it was anything else. Nice job by your Ashe. DPS are playing fine here. Reaper behind. Good job recognizing that and trying to reposition. I love it. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, you could have not went for the res and used... I think the only thing you can do there is use better movement to get out. But, like, yeah, that was fine. Valk. Yep, good Valk. Good timing. You still have good HP. You're not going to get rolled. You can damage boost Bob a little bit. Nice job. Actually, I love that you put even just a little bit of damage boost in a Bob right there. That was I love... Your balance has been pretty good with that stuff. This is a good res because you have a Valk up. Good job. Good sequence there. I'm just, it's funny because, like, I just love when I see, like, a Mercy damage boost the Bob in, like, that type of situation where it can be, like, you can get so, like, tunnel visioned on wanting just to, like, find full value from Valk, but, like, the damage boost on Bob is perfect. It does a lot. If they're in range, you're benefiting your team a ton. You had good heals, you had a good res, like, all great. Good sequence there. That's a good way to go about that. Wait for it. Oh, I mean, listen. As much as I would like to give you crap about that one, we've all been there. I mean, honestly, like, I can't even say anything about that one. We've all been there. Sometimes it just happens. That's just Ryan for you sometimes. It happens to me all the time, especially the tank. I get to see that like a front row seat. All right, well, there you go. So just to kind of like follow up on your question about the initial part, right? You would ask me, you're like, hey, my teammate, you know, like they went up and got aggressive. I think we kind of went over that, but just to summarize, I think both of you were right in that situation. Being aggressive was the correct play by your teammates to take map control. One of you on the cart, I think maybe you were the Life Weaver, should have went up there with them. But in the end, their Moira just made a good play. I think if you and your Life Weaver had better target focus on that Moira, when the Moira was on cart and got the limb really quickly, the cart would have been in a great spot and you might have snowballed second pretty easily. The reason why you go for map control early on after taking a point is to snowball and make sure they can't set up. And a lot of the time you can catch them off guard, and every limb you get is another 10, 12 seconds, even longer, where they can't take that team fight, and that's how you snowball. Also, good damage boosting. You know, obviously, there's things you can work on. Don't go for, like, the really over-the-top risky reses. 50-50 can make sense, 60-40, etc. But, like, if you go for, like, the 10% chance res on, like, first point, for example, that's where it gets a little bit suspect. I hope that answers your question. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. If you want to send in your own Spectating or anything like that, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you do that. Also, we record these live on stream. Stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. Also, leave a comment. All of that helps. And with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.